Hi, everybody. Today, it's a common acceptance that spirituality is a belief, science run in different direction, and spirituality in different direction. But the real fact is something different. Spirituality is a pure science. Who can understand science? He can realize this. So today, my presentation is science and spirituality. Let us analyze how spirituality is a pure science. It's not a belief. So these are the today views about the science. Science is reality and spirituality is a pure belief. Science is practical, spirituality is impractical. Science gives us stability, whereas spirituality confuses us. Today science is so developed that we do not need spirituality. And the last, we need freedom. Spiritual life is like slave. So these are the things which has been collected from different category of people, like students, normal people. So these are the fact and feeling regarding spirituality. Let us analyze one by one how these are related to science. So there are two important days of our life: day you are born and day you find out why. If we do not try to find out why we have one, then most likely we are living an animal life. Animals do not have that much brain to analyze the life. That is called self-realization. This brain is there only for the human being. If human being cannot think, cannot find out why he has been born, mostly he is living an animal life. So let us discuss about science is practical and spirituality is impractical, whether it is true or not. So as per science tells, our body is made up of chemicals, chemical reactions, and created by chance. We do not have any spiritual component. Just think, are we just bundle of chemicals which have aligned together by chance? Okay, in 20th century, scientists analyzed the constituent of human body and he found out these components. From the human body, we can create 7 small nails, 900 pencils, 10 cup coffee, 5 toys. Now, lime and fat make 7 bars of soap, 20 matchboxes, 10 gallon water, little calcium and other trace elements. So these are the components they found inside our body, and ultimately they calculated the cost of our body. It came to be 210 rupees. Is it practical? Our body is only 210 rupees, but it is beyond the thinking of the modern science. Don't you feel we are more than chemicals which constitute our body? Yes, definitely. But there is no answer for the science, the modern science. Now let us go to spiritual science. So spirituality tells our body consists of gross element and a spiritual component, which is called soul or life energy. If life energy is removed from our body, then our body becomes dead body. This concept is not there in modern science till today, after hundreds of years of scientific development. Then, how it is practical? Let us come to second point. Science is reality and spirituality is a pure belief. Why people tell science is reality? Because in science we need a proof. So let us discuss what is the proof is used by modern science. If same is applicable for spirituality, then if they will accept spiritual science, they should accept spirituality also. If they are thinking spirituality is a pure belief, then science also a pure belief. So let us find out what are the proofs. So there are three types of proofs in modern science, or pramana, which is called Sabda Pramana, Tathya Pramana, and Tarka Pramana. Sabda Pramana means knowledge from the authority, Tathya Pramana means from the literature, and the Tarka Pramana is by the analysis of different scientists a different learned person. So let us implement in spirituality whether all these proofs are there in spirituality or not. Now coming to Sapta Pramana, so you can see here, spiritual knowledge also come in a chain of disciplic succession to us. So if you go, there are 4 parampara, sampradaya. One is the Brahma Sampradaya, Sri Sampradaya, Rudra Sampradaya, and Kumar Sampradaya. From there, the knowledge came to different acharyas like Madhvacharya, Ramanujacharya, Vishnu Swami, Nimbarkacharya. From there, we got that knowledge. So anyone telling about the spirituality to you, we should know, to us, we should know he belongs to which parampara, which Guru parampara, or which sampradaya. Otherwise, our knowledge is very imperfect knowledge. So, the person who is giving us spiritual knowledge should belong to one of the sampradaya out of these 4. Otherwise, we should not take any knowledge from them, we'll be confused. Second is the scriptures. There are scientific scriptures. Similarly, we are having a lot of Vedic scriptures, Vedic literatures. So that also gives. Now, analysis of spiritual master by spiritual master, like science, it is analyzed by scientific masters like scientists. Similarly, this analysis of spiritual knowledge is given by spiritual masters and written in small books, analysis, okay? So that means all the 3 proofs which are used in modern science is used in spirituality also. That means if you are intelligent, you ask God is there, what is the proof? At the same time, you have to ask God is not there, what is the proof? But most of the time, people ask this, but they accept God is not there without any proof. This is called foolishness. So if spirituality is belief, then science is also pure belief. Why? Because spirituality is not belief. It is a science called spiritual science. And it's much superior to material science. That is the reason many people cannot understand it. Even a scholar in Sanskrit cannot understand Vedic knowledge. Why? Because it is a science. If you know English, you cannot understand physics because physics is a science. Similarly, if you know the Sanskrit, you cannot understand Vedic knowledge. For that, you need higher knowledge and skill. Now, coming to the point, science gives us stability and spirituality confuses us. Let us take the direct evidence. Who gives us stability and who confuses us? You go to any place like any office, any market, you'll see the picture like this. A lot of anxiety, tension, confusion, headache, blast. So everything is because of modern science. Now, another naked fact is science has destroyed our nature completely. You can see deforestation, blast, all are because of modern science. And after 100 years of scientific development, there is no solution for poverty and hunger till today. Then, how it gives the stability? It has completely destroyed our nature. But if you go to spiritual science, if you practice the spirituality, the first step is nature is our mother. How can we kill her? So in each and every respect, first thing we have to protect our nature. Whether modern science killed our mother, that's why we are having a lot of problems. So if you go, take the direct evidence, go to any temple, any spiritual organization, you see people are so peaceful, so happy. Okay, there is no question of anxiety and tension. So this is a fact that who gives stability and who confuses. It's very clear. Let us come to this point. So today science is so developed that we do not need spirituality. We are more powerful because of science. Is it so? This is a word of ignorance. The people who do not know science, they will speak like this. Why? Because they do not have any idea about the higher science. The spirituality is the knowledge of divine. In front of divine, we are nothing. It has been proved many times by different natural calamities. In front of natural calamities, we are nothing. We are like dust. But still, we are not able to understand because of lack of intelligence. So now, World Health Organization also accepted what is health. Health is a state of complete physical, mental, and social well-being, not merely absence of disease or infirmity. It has got many dimensions like physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, and social. So WHO has accepted there should be a spiritual angle in our life. If spiritual angle is not there, we are not healthy. Now, very recently, there is coronavirus attack. It's a very small virus, even we cannot see. But if we are so powerful, our science is so powerful, why more than 6 months we are running and hiding in the house like a cockroach? Why so? If our science is so powerful, why we became like cockroach? So even if we are not like cockroach, we are less than dust particle in front of nature. Last, we need freedom. Spiritual life is like slave. I'll give you one example, so that you can understand the fact. Really, you need freedom or you need spirituality. You can see there are two types of dogs. One is the street dog and there is paid dog. So the difference is there is a collar in the paid dog. Okay, so coming to street dog, you will see there are a lot of independence. Anywhere he can go, whatever he want, he can take. He can enjoy like anything. But this dog, the paid dog, he cannot go anywhere. Freedom is less. He cannot take the food he likes. Okay, but if you see the standard of living, this dog lives in a very beautiful house. Beautiful bed is there for him. Sometimes he will sleep near the master. When he goes outside, he go by car. Any person telling anything, bad comments, suddenly master will stand behind the dog. He will protect the dog. All his protection are because of a master. Coming to street dog, there is no protection. Though he enjoys, but people throw stone, there is no place to sleep, no protection for him. So our life is like that. We need freedom, we enjoy for short period of time. Then after what happens, there is no protection for us. Our life becomes miserable. In fact, if you take the spirituality, we have got a master. Master is the supreme master. So we are having a lot of protection, only we have little restricted freedom. Now it is up to you whether you want to be a street dog or pet dog. But if you want freedom, your life will be miserable and there will be no protection for your life. Now there are different scientists, great scientists, who also accept the existence of God. I believe in God. The great scientist Albert Einstein is Newton. He also accepted the existence of God. Is James Clerk Maxwell. He also accepted. Max Planck. For religion, God is at the beginning, and for the science, God is at the end. So here also you can get a proof that spiritual science is much higher science in comparison to material science. We do not have problem with modern science or scientists, but we have problem with the atheistic scientists who deny the existence of God. For them, our nature, our mother has been completely destroyed. We cannot recover also. So after so many evidence, why people do not want to accept spirituality? They think spirituality is a pure belief? No, the fact is something different. What is that? Human beings today want more bodily pleasure and nothing else. Okay. Now they do not want a disciplined life. They want to enjoy at the cost of others. They are very selfish. So this makes their life very, very miserable. As per Vedic literature, if you are selfish, if you work for self, I, my family, my house, my wife, my children, don't bother about others, then you are a demon. You are a demon. So for a demon, there is no peace at all. Each and every step there will be misery. So that is the reason today whole world is suffering because of selfishness. We think about us, we don't bother about others. That is the reason we destroy everything. So the take-home message is, after hundreds of years of scientific development, we do not have any concept of soul or life energy. And we do not properly evaluate our body also. Modern science has completely destroyed our mother nature. Modern science is only working for bodily comfort. There is no concept of peace and happiness. For modern science, there is no difference between comfort, peace, and happiness, but for spiritual science, there is a huge difference. Real happiness comes from spiritual science, not from the modern science, because from the modern science, only what you get is the bodily comfort, not the peace or not the happiness. So at the end, we feel that spiritual science and material science both are going in different direction. It should go in different direction, but that is not the fact. Both spiritual science and material science should go side by side, help each other, and not in the different direction, so that it can help the society and the people, and this should work for the peace of the society. So just think about it. Have a wonderful day. Thanks for giving the so much valuable time for us. Thank you once again.